Thanks, Tony. Yeah. Thank you, Sterling. Hey, what's the other bartender's name? James? Jacob. Thanks, Jacob. Jacob's tight. You hear that? Tip tight, Jacob. Oh, that wasn't my words. Those are TP's words. People call you TP probably all the time. Probably you got years of TP. That's actually I produce a mic before this, so I come late when I come here. I just talk funny. I'm not like, I'm more of a, do y'all play pool up there sometimes? Okay, I don't know what to ask you. Y'all own animals? Dogs? What's your dog's name? Boxer? Dope. But I'm guessing the dog's breed is not a boxer. Is that correct? The breed's a boxer. The name? Oh. Oh, okay. The name is like. That's cool. I delivered pizza for a really long time in Seattle, so I know how to parallel park a Buick Century. I know how to park a boat. I've been threatened in elevators for my pizzas, you know, when the people are like, hey, actually it doesn't even have to be an elevator, you're just a pizza delivery person, and they're like, hey, let's beat the shit out of this guy and take his pizza. I'm joking, you know, like, and I'm like, well, it's broad daylight, so who would do that in Seattle? I don't know. I've gotten like 2 or 3 accidents, like 2 accidents when I'm drinking a smoothie though. One time a bicyclist hit my trunk, my hood, got raspberries on his leg. That's what they call minor bruising, is the raspberries. I had raspberries growing up, not minor bruising. Well, my dad poisoned the bamboo next to the raspberries. This is a very Seattle, this is a Magnolia story. We hated that woman well, I didn't really hate. Anyways, you ruined the raspberry tarts, Dad. Come on, Dad. You know when your dad's an architect and then your mom divorces him and then your dad dates a Jewish woman, but she's not really practicing Jew? She does, what do they call that? They're not a devout? No, I don't know. My mom's sister, my aunt, became a nun, and she teaches science. That's kind of weird, right? Whatever. She's a good MC because she's a teacher. My mom had 5 brothers, and most of them are dead. That's kind of what happens. But they disown, anyways. When your family dies and they're meth addicts, then there's some kind of, I don't know, I have an admiration for people with troubles. Maybe because I'm trouble, I don't know. No, wait, what? There's nothing funny about this. I have a 19-year-old cat named Lolita. Yeah. I was wondering if she'll die before she hits 20. Because then I can be like, you know, teenagers, I don't know. I worked in a Jewish bakery, and they have a walk-in oven there. I mean, why is Green Lake green? I mean, why, we're not even supposed to swim in Seattle. It's like illegal to swim. I don't know. You ever go to Alpental and sit on a cornice? That's like a ledge. It's like a snow ledge. I used to I had ski bus, so I guess I was a upper middle class. I don't know. What is that? That's not funny either. I went to a homeschool resource center for education. That's why I'm like this. That's spoiler alert. Life hack, pro tip. Redacted. How are you doing, Andy? Remember when you spit in John's cup? Okay. Can you come up and spit in my mouth right now? I don't have sleep apnea, but not yet. You have a sleep apnea joke. That's a pretty good one. I have two older sisters. One of my sisters is married. Well, they're both married. One has a tattoo that says it says HFW on it, and it's hard fucking work because that's how it's for their marriage. The husband and my sister. Are you watching? People tell me, no, I don't know. My family doesn't watch me do stand-up, so never. Actually, my mom did, and she held my cousin's hand the whole time. Don't worry, the cousin's dead now, so. You know when you have a cousin that dies in Olympia because they're a drug addict? I'm trying to get very specific, like unrelatable, but I'm trying to be like, hey, you know when your grandma dies in Bellevue and to flute music? You know when they're like, hey, put on that CD for Grandma Trudy. Hey, put on Gertrude's favorite flute tunes, the piccolo in the Peruvian mountains. Go find the I can't say Sherpa, can I? Go find, anyways. I like when I say, I can't say, I don't know. Okay. I'm in between jobs right now, so if you want to Venmo me after the show, okay. I did work pizza delivery. I worked at Hot Mama's Pizza for 13 years, delivering pizza. You could say I've had a lot of heated exchanges. I had a lot of heated exchanges because the pizza's hot. And I brought it to a hospital. I've delivered to burn victims, newborn babies, emergency room. I'm like, quick, my pizza's cut and it has a fever. I've been putting off telling you that I procrastinate. I'm unapologetic. I'm sorry. You ever watch the show Lost? You rewatch it and then you find yourself, like spiritually. If there was an oversized top hat and I could crawl inside of it, you could say I was going down a rabbit hole. If I was a magician type stuff. They're laughing at unrelated shit, I think. They're like swiping left or right and then listening to a, what is it? No, now it's, is it a video? Is it a cellular telephone with internet 5G? Am I being too specific? Do you like pancakes or waffles? That's your material. Yeah. I think waffles just have more belly buttons. That's okay. Now I owe you $40. Get 12 pitchers of tequila for them. Can we get 300? How many pitchers do we have? Can we put? Can we get yeah, I gotta be careful what I say. I definitely, chug. That's when you get the COVID and then you chug all of the absinthe and the stuff, Everclear. I'm going to eat 3 white onions, 4 garlic cloves, and some sriracha. Can I get sriracha? I'm going to get sriracha shots. Shots to sure. I don't speak Chinese. Or what are they? You know when people say, what is it, jalapeno? They say, I don't speak, they mean Spanish, but they're like, I don't speak Mexican. And I'm like, what? What did you take in high school? What did you... I lost my virginity to a U-Haul employee, Talisha, yeah. It is real. It's totally real. It's like, this is live. We gotta abort. This is like chocolate chip cookie dough out of the fridge. Uh-oh. You can just buy cookie dough nowadays. What's the deal with Seinfeld premises? You ever feel like there's a human voice in your mouth? All right, just me? Okay. Maybe, yeah. Anyways, you look into a mirror. Hey, you ever look into a mirror when you're drunk and then you fist bump yourself and you break the mirror? That's a Paul Barak joke. I'm half Filipino and half Filipino. That makes me Filipino.
Filipino!
That's not true and not my joke. I've been a long-time fan, but a first-time air conditioner. That was my first joke I stole. It was a tweet. I just saw, well, what do you think, I get paid for this? You think you're paying for this? I saw a tweet today, and this is a Devin Costa joke from LA, but he was like, I heard Alec Baldwin shot Brian Laundrie, Gabby Petito's boyfriend. Somebody else thought it was, okay. That's where You ever pee your bed until you're 11? Yes! Sorry. No, I used to pee. I still do, but I used to too. I drink a lot of water. That's why pee happens. Is don't talk to me about what happens when you eat food. Poo-poo. Anybody here still call their parents mommy and daddy? Uh-oh, yeah. Those are sexual terms now. Once you hit like 15, you can start calling your boyfriend and girlfriend mommy and daddy. Polyamory. You ever have your family pictures on the wall and they're tilted and you're like, I got a sideways family. My family is messed up. You ever hear a comedian sniff and then you're like, are they doing coke? I don't got coke. One time I did coke and I drank cheap whiskey and then I put on clown makeup. And then I dry heaved. I was just dry heaving. You ever dry heave? You ever waterfall puke? Okay. You know how much better it feels when you throw up after? I tried to swallow a chewable vitamin C when I was a kid. True story. I've lived in Seattle my whole life, so I was raised pretentiously, I guess. I think I'd rather have my beard laser removed than get a tattoo. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't like the manscaping, you know? Like, I don't know. This is your comedian speaking. We're coming in for an emergency laughing. Put your hands in the upright and clapping position. The air marshal is watching you. Do not smoke in the bathroom. There's a $200 penalty. That's a good goodbye thing. Yeah, so I am in between jobs. I got 2 jobs. Stand-up comedy and not stand-up comedy. You ever get trench foot from just too wet of feet? Unrelatable. I used to play the cello. I quit my job by proposing to the business, the pizza business. I was like, can I put a 401k on that finger of that ring? Okay. There was something there. There's nothing there. I used to be a turntablist. I don't own a clothing business. I don't know if this is where the extreme dread sets in. I haven't drank in like 5 years. I don't have a problem. But I did, it's embarrassing when you wake up in your own car. And then you get fired, right, John? Can I tell that story? You got fired for being asleep on the job, right? I don't have my belly button pierced anymore. One time I did mushrooms in Port Townsend, and then I watched Futurama. And then I think we shared an avocado, and I went back to my friend's house, and I was like, hey, why do we even sleep? And then I went to bed. Because, you just question life before it ends, You know when people who are really sick that are assholes become really, really nice on their deathbeds? They're like, come here, come closer. I'm nice now. My other grandma died from a spider bite, a blood clot exploding. She bled to death. In Olympia. And somebody at her funeral was like, this woman fed me, bought me clothes, and visited me in jail. And I was like, that my grandma was nice, And that's I don't know. If you want to lower your heart rate, pet a dog. If you want to. I've never done this before, so.
What are you doing? Bro!
All right. Well, that's what you call nihilism. That's what. I'm out of ideas. I don't know. It's just like it keeps hitting me waves of no ideas. Like It's just like, it's just art, it's a combination of art and poetry and a little bit of circulatory system. And it's a little, like there's a little bit of Vine, you know, that app Vine. R.I.P. Vine, you know. TikTok won't do it. There was another one that was before, I forget, it was something backwards. Yeah, that thing's gonna fall over. The whole thing.
Job, bro.
All right, thanks for your attention. Let's bring it back to Tony.